Today we're going to change a faulty fuel pump. You can see that right there, it's spitting the fuel out of there. There's a little hole in the top of it. And I can smell gas in the car, and that's no good. So we're going to change that, and I'll show you how. There's a little hole in the top of the fuel pump, and it happens every couple of years on these 84 Pontiac Parisiennes, or any of the older vehicles where the fuel pump is on the side of the engine, not in the tank. What's in the box? If you open the box up, you'll see inside we have the identical one that will go on the side of the motor. It's a $20 part. The part doesn't look like the picture that's on the box, so make sure you open the box before you start squawking. But what's in the box? Picture is always not the same thing. So here we go. We're going to change it. Okay, so we got a couple bolts to remove. So first, give them a little spray with some trusty WD-40 and the gas lines. Let them soak for a couple minutes, and it'll be easier to remove. WD-40 works great. And if that doesn't work, you don't want to use the torch on this to heat them up, because kabowie kaboom. Alright, be careful. Here we go. Grab myself an adjustable wrench. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Before removing the two bolts that attach it to the engine, I would suggest removing the hoses first. That way, it stays in place while you're loosening everything else. So, lefty-loosey is downward on this. I already broke the seal, so down it goes. There's going to be a little bit of gas leaking out of this, not too much. Most of it's going to come out of this rubber hose, so you get a little bolt just to plug the end. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a pan underneath to catch the gas as it drips, and I just made it out of something that I found. Just cut a hole in the top and it's catching the gas. Got this thing loosened up, and getting ready to take it out. Okay, so just taking it out right now, and the rubber hose is the last thing that I'm taking out. Disconnected the metal line first because it was held in place with the two bolts. Alright, now I'm just going to remove this rubber piece here. On here, the clamp, you just move it back, and that just pops right off. And there she goes, down into the tub. Okay, so now installation of the new one. Okay, so here we go. We're going to scrape off any of this crap that's on here. Make sure it's all scraped off. Okay, so here we got the new one. I'm going to put the seals on. We got some gasket seals. Okay, so I had a couple situations here. The gaskets, I put the bolts through the pump and fed the gaskets around the bolts to hold them in place. Now the push rod that's inside the engine, you just want to make sure that there's contact between the lever on the pump and the push rod. And now I'm tightening each bolt evenly, one side and the other, a few turns on each side, so it doesn't go in crooked and come off the push rod inside. So you want to make sure that there's contact on the push rod when you're tightening it up. Gonna tighten these up one side at a time. A few turns on this side, a few turns on this side. Make sure the push rod and the fuel pump lever stays intact. Try to keep it straight. Alright, there, she's starting to tighten up a little bit. Okay, give that a couple good cranks. Okay, so it's just as it gets tight, you want to give it about another 3/4 turn. Okay, so there it is, it's tight there, so we're going to go. Alright, that's about a half turn. This side too. Okay, there we go. That's nice and tight. Get a good seal on there so no gas comes leaking out. Okay, good. Okay, so here's some number 5 pipe thread, and I'm going to put a little bit of that right on there before I install it. So here we go. Plop a little bit on there. Okay. And that'll make a nice seal in there. And it'll also help it to come off next time. Okay, tighten that in there. Piece in here just to hold it while I was working. I wanted to shim it out of the way. Make sure it's not going to cross thread. So I'm just going to tighten that up. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's got the pipe thread on there. Just going to make it seal up nice. Prevent any leaks. And it's not being forced, so it's not really cross threading, so you know that it's going on properly. Once you get it to the tighten point, you want to give it about a half, 3/4 turn. You don't want to over tighten it too much. Hose up, there it is right there. Okay, right there. Okay, maybe a little bit more just to make sure that that's on good. Alright, now we got the rubber hose. We're going to hook that back up right here. Okay, now if you want, you can cut the rubber hose a little bit short. The piece that's already flared right at the end is going to be removed. You're going to have a fresh piece. So we're going to cut that off. Try to cut it nice and straight. Cutting any fingers. Okay, so there you go. This way the flared part is gone, and you've got yourself a little less of a flare. Alright, stick that on there. All the way on. Got your clamp here. Position right there. Good. Alright, and there you go. Installed a brand new fuel pump for 20 bucks. Would have brought this to the garage. They probably would have charged me $100 easily. Took me 25 minutes and about a half a beer. That's it. I'll go have another drink and then start her up. Entering the garage to the Bud Light Lime. Alright, chug time. So there you have it. Installed on that car out there, if you can see it. There you go. 1984 Pontiac Parisienne. Installed a new fuel pump for $20 in about 20 minutes. Cheers. Okay, so I just started it up and there are no leaks and it's working good. It's pretty simple. Do it yourself. Why pay someone else to do it when you can do it yourself? Got 20 minutes of fuel length on the ground. Go for it. Alright, till next time. Something else breaks down, we'll fix it. I'll show it to you on YouTube. Alright, bye.